right, welcome to episode 251, 252. I'm sorry. I just cannot remember. So the message in this episode, the meaningful moment, will be: if you carry on long enough, eventually you'll get to where you're going. We're going to talk about that in this episode. So coming up in this episode, we're going to look at those things, those long-term objectives and goals that we work on. And we're going to talk about the necessity that little by little, over time, we incrementally get closer and closer to those goals. But first, I got something to show you. Those are two of the items available from my fiction project website, The World of SILIAR. Two of the merch items that are available. So, I just thought that was cool. So you'll be seeing me drinking coffee out of that mug, and you probably, maybe if I do anything at lunch. So I wanted to see what that water drinking glass looked like. So yeah, got one of those. So merch is a good thing. All right, what are we doing? Why am I in the Acura? Why am I videoing now? I have to go get some stuff and take it to the charity giveaway place. And as exciting, I know this, try not to be overcome here. I'm going to the cleaners to get my laundry. So yeah. As I said in a previous video, I don't know how you guys can stand hanging out with me on these day in the life kind of vlogs because of the excitement. All right, I gotta get the stuff. I'll catch up with you sometime later. That's the sun. That's pretty cool looking, probably, or totally annoying, depending on your point of view. If you like lens flare, got the lens flare going. All right, that's all. All right, I have picked up the clothes. And I don't know what all's in the bags. Two garbage bags full of donation stuff. So we're on our way. Here we go. So the meaningful thought, once again, if you carry on, if you keep going on, if you keep working towards your goals, little by little over a long period of time, you will eventually reach your goals. Part of this, I guess, is inspired by something a pastor in Memphis used to say, Craig Strickland. I don't know if he still says it. I assume he does. He said, if you want to be wealthy, if you want to be rich, spend less than you make for a really long time, and you will accumulate monetary wealth. Spend less than you make for a really long time. Well, carry on. That's kind of the principle in a specific case of the general principle. If you're working towards a goal, if you keep at it for a really long time, one of those, I've told this in previous episodes. Some years ago, I went from 230 pounds to about 170 over a 2-year period. That was 24 months. So I lost 60 pounds over 24 months, and I lost 2 or 3 pounds a month for 2 years. Carry on. I did the little incremental thing over a long period of time and managed to, lose all that weight. This go around, I started at about 220, and I'm down 40 pounds. So I'm closing in on that 170 goal. I'm closing in on it, and I've lost I got down to the 180 pretty quick, and then I've lost 1 pound, and then I lost a pound, and then I really couldn't tell if I lost anything or not. So yeah, 178ish. little by little over a long period of time. And I'm okay. I'm okay if it takes me until July or August or whatever. I'm not in a hurry. I just don't want to obviously gain it back. Little by little over a long period of time. If you have a long period of time to reach your goal, you don't have to do it all at once. You can do it little by little. If you're trying to improve yourself in a particular area, developing one skill at a time. If you're trying to catch up on something, developing one skill at a time. So that's the idea. Carry on for a long, long time, and you will eventually reach your goal. All right, my goal of getting these clothes, that's up there. I'm gonna cut the episode here. Not the episode, the segment. I'm gonna cut the segment here, and I will catch up with you later on. So, I wanted to catch this last sunlight before the sunset. We're coming up on the winter solstice, and the sunset's pretty early now. But I wanted to sort of tie this carry on until you get done concept to my own personal situation. But before I do that, I want to tell a couple stories about being responsible for your own behavior. The first story comes from my son Anthony, who works in an emergency room, and he was telling me that people come in, they'll get there at noon, and then they'll begin to complain about being hungry because they haven't eaten anything since the night before. So they're waiting on the patient. They're like, how long is this gonna take? Because I haven't eaten since last night. As if somehow the consequences of their choices are somehow his responsibility. They've made a choice to skip breakfast and to skip lunch, and now they're complaining about being hungry. And then on the very tail of that text conversation with him, had a conversation with a guy, not really a conversation, but just some passing comments. He was like, oh, I got a speeding ticket. I was like, oh, that's terrible. He was like, well, it's not my fault that I have a lead foot. I was like, yeah, it is. It's absolutely your fault that you were speeding. You were driving the car. It's your fault that you were speeding. And if you happen to see this video, yeah, I'm talking about you. It was your fault. Consequences and responsibilities. People don't wanna face the consequences. So one of the consequences I'm having to face is the sun is just about to dip down. So real quickly, let me tie this carry-on concept into my own personal situation. I've got a couple of projects that I consider long-term growth potential projects. My YouTube channel is one, and my World of SILIAR, which the mug and the cup, they're merch for the World of SILIAR, that's another. These projects, I consider them long-term projects. And the success that I hope to achieve will come not instantaneously, but will come over time. That will come over, I don't know how long. Little growth by little growth. And so I try to add something to the SILIAR website on a daily basis. I try to add something there to add another chapter or tidy up a map or something like that. And I'm pretty sure over the Christmas holidays, this was my No Small November project, and I feel like I made a lot of progress on it then. But I think over the Christmas holidays, I'll do a lot more, and keep going little by little. That is how you get to the success. You get to the success by carrying on for a long time, little bitty steps over a long period of time, and ultimately you get to your goal. Ultimately you get to that thing that is success, whatever you're defining as success. I'm gonna wrap this video up before it's like I get caught in the dark, but because there's the car, and I'm not out in, it's not that big a deal if the sun goes down. And I probably got a few minutes. I'm got that twilight thing. It's time to wrap this episode up. Thank you for watching. Please click the like button, subscribe to the channel, sign up for notifications, leave me a comment, a question, What is a goal that you are working on that you want to see incrementally gained until you get to that place where success? Leave me that comment down in the section below. Did I say thanks for watching? See you in the next episode. No, I did not. I did not leave my camera, in the park.